See the crowd want more. Entertainer, yes, more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want more.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah, I ain't worried about the threats. We gon' run it up with no regrets. Let these hands go, put them all to rest. Try and check us, better say it with your chest. When it's dinner time, boy, you better give me mine. 150 on the dash to the finish line. All the cameras on live, got me energized. They wanna see me in the cage like I did a crime, yeah.
I can hear the crowd want more. I'm about to take you to the floor. Make them understand I want it pure. I want more. I can understand they want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. I want more. I'm on war. I want war. I want war.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah.
See the crowd want more. Entertainer, that costs more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want war.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man is proven elite as well. A true five-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. Went for the inside leg kick. Early action here in round one, and a nice front kick there by the kickboxer. That seemed to back the wrestler up a little bit.
Yeah, and that reaction tells me that the kickboxer needs to do it again, because it seems as though the wrestler is not going to accept fighting at this range, and that will allow for him to land more and more of these beautiful kicks.
Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here?
Gets to the single collar tie. Now some separation from this clinch position.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. Back to the jab now, no good.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Again, going back to the jab, just out of range. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
That was a solid punch.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively.
That punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Oh! Big right hand. Huge left hand. So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round. Oh, how good is this? Both men going for the finish. Oh, what a round. How but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Ooh! And he comes through with a big knee. There's that left hand.
Oh, right hand.
Oh, body kick attempt here, it's no good. Edwards' eye appears to be closing up by the second. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish. Well, he blocked that punch.
Makashev's eye is starting to swell shut.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Body shot. Under 3 minutes to go here in round two. All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it.
There it is. Look at that.
Oh, he's hurt. Oh, big left hook there. Right hook to the head. Stone jump driving out there. We'll see if he can recover. Edwards' nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Slips the punch. Edwards' strike attempt there is blocked. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a
Oh, nice right hand, John.
back to the feet now. Big left hand there inside. He's very close to the finish here. That is it. Makashev with a huge win tonight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, Islam Makhachev, the UFC lightweight champion, put the belt on the line tonight against the former King Charles Bronx Oliveira. They met for the first time at UFC 280. That was back in 2022. And Bronx looking for a different result here tonight.
You know, John, that was the first time we saw Charles Oliveira over the course of that long run struggle with the fight style. But Charles Oliveira has promised us he's going back to the drawing board. He's fixed the holes in the game, and he has a different approach to Makhachev. Let's see how he handles this test for the second time. Makhachev is confident that he gets the job. A really high pace, too. It's a really high striking pace for these two.
Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there. Good jab. All right, no surprise to see the BJJ fighter engage in the clinch here early against the wrestler. Hopefully the crowd will be mature and let them fight out.
The wrestler loves the clinch also, but it's not where he's most comfortable. He's most comfortable exploding into his opponent. This jiu-jitsu fighter wants to be in close, wants to be in tight, and that's exactly where he is right now. He lands a solid punch here.
He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Probably my favorite takedown. He got him with the ankle pick there.
I mean, his ankle pick. He hit an ankle pick. You don't see it very often, but when it's done, just like Kel Sanders used to do to me all the time. Beautiful ankle pick.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
Now he's got to reveal everything that he's going to bring at him. Wow, both of them are landing massive shots.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now.
Nice block.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Oh, nice straight there by Oliveira. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
All right, both fighters now continuing to try to get a more dominant position. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get it.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Lands a nice 1-2. So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Makhachev's now dealing with a cheek cut. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round two. Oh! Massive kick to the head. Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening. Or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him. What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot. Whoa! There it is. That's right here.
Big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes along. Big knee.
Really nice defense.
He's wobbling now.
Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick?
He landed it perfectly. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's... Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though they're both willing and ready to continue this fight.
And he's back up.
Oh, nice inside trip there. Oh, that was nice.
Well, once again, mixed martial arts, the land of the unpredictable. You've got a jiu-jitsu fighter here throwing hands with one of the better guys in this division.
I would have never thought that this is the fight that will play out. He's working on the armbar.
Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
He's starting to get it in there deep.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Oh, good defense, yes.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. 10 minutes in the books. All right, well, if you like blood, and I do, this is the fight for you. Somehow we've made it to the stools, and both fighters are wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, the corner's going to have some work to do on that cut. He has been beat up in that round, but he has done his fair share of damage himself. This has been a very close fight.
All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Makhachev gets back up.
In a white gold tooth cap, I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie with cognac. Look what I wear, how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the teller and stop that. I'm fucks with it, he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't gonna like this. See straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Gotta let my skin fade marinate.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, the Volkman, Alexander Volkanovski, at one point in rugby league, he weighed 214 pounds. As you know, he competes at 145 pounds in mixed martial arts, and he has evolved into the best featherweight in the world today. Striking is the focus here tonight, particularly when it comes to the leg kicks. Believes that he can get those calves pretty sore on his opponent here early. Well, Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in his fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
I mean, these guys are letting it fly. What a pace that they're fighting at.
Here. Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going.
Oh. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and kick one time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense.
This might be the biggest...
Dean steps in! How about it? So how about that as he pounds him out for the TK?
School Chevy, God rain down blessings, that close to levy. All right, every scales teaching these streets is heavy. Young Smokey prevail, came from speakeasy to breathing weekly on beats, and now he be eating with kings.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here's the former UFC champion, Petr Yan, with his boxing game and his unbreakable will in tow. He comes up on this challenge with Sean O'Malley, who is trying to take his spot near the top of the division.
Watching Petr Yan make his way to a championship was truly special to watch. It was good to see a guy that just had his eyes on the target and he was not going to be denied. But then when you look at Sean O'Malley, it seems as though we're watching a repeat of that. Another young athlete that made his mark on the culture of fighting, but now he gets an opportunity to make a mark on the rankings board and in terms of title aspirations in the UFC. This is a big spot for Sean O'Malley.
So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl, DC.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight like this because you never know when somebody's going to take that one shot that finishes the fight.
All right, so Petr Yan at times a slow starter, finding the range here early tonight.
And that's out of the norm for Petr Yan. As you said, he's a guy that starts a bit slow because he always wants to process information. He's a professor out there. But by landing that shot right there, it tells you that he's taking a bit of a different approach tonight.
So just over 20 total strikes unofficially have landed for Petr Yan. Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, big left hand. Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jabs?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end, Russell.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
Jan's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Oh, that body kick couldn't have felt good. Under a minute to go. Inside leg kick lands.
Does a great job of mixing up his strikes. Lands another leg kick.
Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Watch what has been all O'Malley up to this point in the fight, just getting it done every which way on the feet, the power, the speed, and maybe above all else, the vision to see exactly where he needs to throw.
That's the key, John. He's got such great eyes. He knows where to throw and when to throw. He's not just throwing with the hope of landing something. He is throwing with the intent for it to get to the target. That's exactly what he's done tonight. That's why he has looked so good.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round 2. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes? Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Big leg with a right for O'Malley. Big left hand lands upstairs. Nice jabs turned in there by Young.
Trading huge shots. He's hurt.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those.
Oh!
And you hear the crowd react every time they come together because they understand the power that these guys are striking with.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he can cut on the eye.
He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates. Oh, my goodness.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round. How about these two going at it?
Now we're going.
Beautiful combination. Oh, nice job defensively there to get the guard up. Shot is blocked by Young. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out. Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. Just misses with the straight left hand.
Big kick lands.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predict. Oh, yeah!
Back to the feet.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, good head movement there. Nice slip. 30 seconds to go in the round. 20 seconds left to go in round 2. Head off the center line, slips the punch.
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, saved by the bell. That's the end of the round, and thankfully for him, it came at the right time. He got knocked down just before the horn. We'll see if his corner can keep him in the fight. Just 60 seconds. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, just a nasty leg kick. That's good.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
So once again, making good use of his size as he lands the knee. All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. He took Nice punch there by Jan. Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. Jan's blocking well now. Nice job to protect that already damaged nose as he raises the guard.
Come to shove, I'm a bad man. Say you yes, young king, we got one. See you when we eatin' and they food from the pot done. Tell the people hold them heads and eyes up so we can organize the youth to rise up. I'm not a colonizer, sympathizer. Me and all my franchises been survivors, sons and fathers meant for progress at all costs. Any minor setbacks is but a small cost, not enough pressure for me to call a dog's off. I am more the spirit in charge than all y'all. So what is a messiah to a man? You can try and
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. I don't have to tell much of this fan base, Daniel, that in kickboxing, Pereira has 2 head-to-head wins over Adesanya, one of them coming via left hook back in Sao Paulo in 2017. Adesanya doesn't want to hear any of that noise tonight.
He does not. And Pereira was able to knock him out in the second fight, but Adesanya had his moments. How does that all relate to fighting in 4-ounce gloves? This is the highest level of kickboxing that we have seen in the octagon. And to have this opportunity to watch it is truly, truly good for me and everyone else that are sitting in front of their television.
Israel Adesanya's kick to the body is blocked. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. And now some separation. Well, every MMA fight begins on the feet, and that is music to the ears of Alex Pereira, who has found a home for that left hook early.
I mean, that's his best shot, man. We have seen Alex Pereira land this left hook in kickboxing to finish Israel Adesanya, and also inside the octagon where he knocked out Sean Strickland. It is such a powerful strike, and Pereira is a master of it. Another clinch position. Look for a level change as he tries to secure a takedown.
Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Pereira. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, nice knee, nice knee.
Oh, nice body shot.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Useful strike there. The hook is clean. Big left hand.
Oh, right hand landed. There you go.
Well, no denying that he blocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not head-hunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Adesanya's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Adesanya gets hit with that hook. He's got to be careful here. Final seconds here of round 1.
He's back in the clinch. Watch for the knees to start pulling out.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below. All right, so there's the end of the round. He is...
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 2 here. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Adesanya getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
And an uppercut.
Well, from a striking standpoint, he has put it all together tonight. He has landed a ton of significant strikes, and pretty easy fight, I would think, for the judges to score.
It's a pretty easy fight to score. Tonight was a night where everything went right, and that doesn't happen.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. Adesanya's eye now goes up. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, nice job to land the front kick there by Adesanya. Goes to the body there. Oh, crippling knee to the body.
He's hurt bad. Hurt him bad.
Oh, huge left. He's out. Alex Pereira with a huge knockout tonight.
It's crazy when they ain't got no idea what you've been through just to get to where you going. Fuck 'em. Day after day trying to stay out the way, but I still gotta pray cause I feel like I'm falling. I reach out to God trying to talk on the daily. I know I can't hear him, but still trying to call him. I need a blessing. I feel like I'm stressing. No point in me resting. I feel like it's stolen. Still ain't gave up with this pressure I'm holding. They let me